everybody. This your girl CeCe with Where It Begins magazine, and I got my co-host on the line. Hey, Mickey Monday, how are you today?
I'm doing good. C, how are you?
I'm doing good, and happy Tuesday.
Yeah, happy Tuesday to you too.
Thank you. We have a special guest on the line. I'm gonna let her introduce herself and where she's from and what she does.
Hey everybody, my name is Marian Johnson. I'm from Virginia Beach, Virginia, and I'm an up-and-coming artist.
Awesome. Well, what made you want to be an artist?
I come from a musical family, so I've been surrounded by music my whole life, been raised in the church, so I really found out that I could sing around the age of 12. So after that, it's just, I guess, all in the story, for now, so I'm still going, basically.
Okay. Well, with this being a new year and just starting out, what are some of your goals for the year, for 2021?
My biggest goal is to really push my music. I'm starting to put together my first EP. So that has been really challenging. And it's almost like, I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know if I can say it just makes me feel kind of naked, like exposed, so it's really hard to kind of put my feelings into words. But I'm excited, so basically number one thing for this year is do not let fear get in my way at all.
Okay, I love it. Love it.
So who would you say are some of your musical influences?
Well, I love all the greats. Patti LaBelle, of course, she's my number one. Her, Tina Turner, Luther Vandross, Aretha, Sade, just, all the big names, the classic names. I really don't listen to too much music now, but I don't really know anybody by name. But there are a lot of good people now as well, but I just, kind of lean towards the classics.
Gotcha. Those are some good people too.
So just in your experience of being a singer, right? I know you said that you were singing in the church and things like that, but aside from that, have you had any other type of like musical training or just naturally self-taught, or how?
Well, I am, I guess, self-taught. I have had training in Georgia. I had a few vocal lessons just to kind of tweak some things here and there, but most of it is just, natural. So, yeah.
Okay, nice. Well, I was listening to the video last night with you being on the Tomorrow Show, and it was wow, I was blown away. I was sitting in bed like, wow, this is really nice. I was like, you know what, I need to just get rid of that there, because but it was very moving. So that's why that was what prompted my question, because I wasn't sure if that was something that you were just naturally, you were just born with the gift, or if you had that training, because the power of your voice. I'm sorry, I was just saying, just the power of your voice is what really kind of had me formulate that question. But what were you saying?
I understand. Well, it is from basically my family. My grandmother is a really powerful singer. My mother, my sisters. So, it's in our blood, so.
Okay.
Nice. Well, tell us about that experience actually being on that show.
On Tamarind Hall?
Yes.
That came about really crazy. Basically, I have a few videos that have been going viral for some time now. And the producer had reached out to my brother. She was trying to get in contact with me. And I guess with messaging and stuff like that, I get a lot of like spam and stuff like that. So things get overlooked. But anyhow, she was trying to reach out to me. She ended up looking at my Facebook friends list. and she was just trying to find like people with common interests or mutual friendships, and she saw that my brother was listed as my brother. So she called him and told him that she was looking, reaching out to me or whatever. The message that he sent me was completely backwards from, saying the Tamron Hall show. He said, "Good Morning America," and all this other stuff. So anyhow, it turned out to be the Tamron Hall show. So I reached out to them, and I'm just blown away. I'm just honored to have been able to be a part of that, and just to be recognized now after all these years. Like I said, I've been out here for a minute. So it's been an awesome journey. Awesome.
Wow. And that's amazing. I mean, just picture you just singing and then it go viral and everybody reaching you like, woo, you have a voice on you. So that's the good thing about social media these days.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. And I mean, I have auditioned for several shows. Whatever you name, I've auditioned for them. I just been told no. And I mean, it's all in God's timing. So I'm gonna just leave it at that and just keep pushing. So that's it.
Well, it's coming for you. I hope you're ready.
Yeah.
Listen, I am definitely ready.
So what has been one of your biggest accomplishments?
The biggest accomplishment thus far has been being on the Tamron Hall show, honestly, because I do have, like I said, you had asked me earlier what my biggest resolution was for this year, and that's not to let fear get in my way. But just throughout the years, I always allowed fear to just knock me down or hold me back. So my biggest accomplishment was being on that show. You guys have no idea. I did not eat for like 4 days. I mean, I was shaking, trembling. You couldn't see it on camera, but I was definitely shaking. So just to overcome that fear, I'm telling you, I just felt like I was floating for the next 4 or 5 days. And I was just proud of myself, completely proud of myself, because at the other previous auditions, I would get so overwhelmed and so nervous. You can obviously see that I'm nervous. So it just didn't work out, even though I guess the vocals were there, I was missing something. And I think they could see that fear. Honestly, I think they could see it, so that was my biggest accomplishment thus far. So even being on y'all's show now, I'm literally shaking, but I am still excited at the same time. So,
Well, you got it. So you better look forward to it because you're going to be on plenty of shows. Your voice says it all. It's going to take you where you need to go.
Well, I definitely appreciate that and I accept it.
Amen to it.
Yeah. I was going to say sometimes, it takes you having to hit a certain level of success for people to realize what they missed out on or the opportunity that they missed out on. Because like even when Anita Baker, when she first started out, a lot of people told her that her voice wasn't good enough to be a lead and she was going to be a background singer and nobody was going to buy into her. And then look, now she's one of the highest selling, artists, contemporary R&B. So, that's just a testament to, how you will soon, just continue to, go to this upward trajectory. So I'm definitely praying that you do get those opportunities that you missed out on, and hopefully they'll double back and they might, it might be tenfold,
All right. I accept that.
Absolutely. So, now that we're kind of getting into this a little more, could you see yourself possibly, putting together maybe like original music or, working on a project or an album, or what do you think you would have in store for yourself for the future?
Well, one of the biggest challenges that I've had with putting myself out there has been because I'm a avid music lover. When I tell you I love music, from classical to opera to country to all across the board. So it's kind of hard when you're, pitching yourself to, these music industry, people and everything, and they're just like, wait a minute, they want you to fit in this box. And I just like to tell them that, hey, I'm not that person. I like to do all types of music. So with my project that I'm working on now, I'm just so excited for everyone to see the versatility behind it. It's a lot of soul, blues, maybe some opera up in there, some country, some rock, of course, gospel. Everybody knows I love the Lord. So, I mean, it's just going to be well-rounded. I mean, I want my music to be able to play on every radio station. And that's my goal. That's my goal. And I really believe that I can achieve that. So.
That's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
So in the same, like in that same bucket, if you had the opportunity to work with someone in the industry, just to kind of just go into the studio and, really work on something magical, who would you choose to work with and why?
Who would I choose to work with? I don't want to mess up nobody's name, but he's a new artist. Again, I told you I don't really listen to too many people now, but I know his name is Toby and his wife name is Fats or something like that. They are phenomenal. And I'm so sorry if they listen to this that I'm not getting y'all name right, but they are awesome and I should know more about them. But it's just I get caught up in their music instead of, actually their names. But him, some other people, of course, Fantasia. I love Fantasia. I would love to do something with something classic with Tina Turner. Patti LaBelle. I always wanted to work with what's his name? Biggest music producer, Clive Davis. Always. I mean, he has produced some of the greats, and I like to see myself in there too, So I'm hoping that, I just get those opportunities one day. But for real, I think that I can do it myself. I actually was told that at American Idol by the producing staff that, hey, you don't need us. You can do it by yourself, which that was a letdown at the time. But, after the fact, I realized they didn't tell me that I wasn't good enough. They just told me that I could do it by myself. So, yeah, it took me some time to, understand that. But still, I didn't want to hear that. But.
And you did it yourself.
I was about to say, yeah.
And you did it yourself.
I think they realized that you really didn't need to be there because a lot of people that go into the show, part of the reason why they go on the show is to receive training to better themselves as vocal artists, and not just vocal artists with stage presence. So I feel like, you might have that already, especially with vocals. I mean, you got the vocals down packed. So they probably just like, look, you don't necessarily need to be this above your pay grade.
And that's the thing. Like, I beg to differ. I know we're our own, worst critics. But because I haven't had that, that formal training, I feel like there's so much more behind my voice, this instrument that I haven't even tapped into yet. Sometimes I really shock myself, I'll give myself chills, which is kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? But it takes a lot to get to that point. But I just feel like I can do so much more. And that's why I would love to, I'm building this team around me right now, just this energetic and just, I don't know, we're going to make it work. We're going to make it work. So y'all stay tuned.
We're definitely going to stay tuned because you earned a fan over here. You got a new fan. So.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank y'all so much.
Quick question I wanted to ask. If you was at the arena and you had to sing and you pick any song you want to sing, what song would you pick to sing in front of everybody?
It would probably be Somewhere Over the Rainbow or a country song by Carrie Underwood. Look at Me. So one of those.
Okay.